I walked into that event last night and I wanted to die. Everyone was so short. Every single man there was like less than 5'10" or 5'10" or less. I mean, none of them are attractive. No one, not one was attractive. Not even like, oh, he could, no, not close.
Guys have made it in, and they got to just pick wherever they wanted to sit and who they wanted to start dating. And I'm alone. So many girls. Well, I know we're all like. So the guys paid to be here. That's what's weird. And there's a lot more girls than guys. So that's weird. I don't know. It just like doesn't really make any sense. But there's so many girls here. Everyone's so pretty. But the vibes are a little weird.
Wait,
Jenny,
how old are you?
I'm 26.
Are you single?
I am single.
What would you look for in a guy to date? What's all they gotta be?
6 foot.
Oh, how much money they gotta make?
Of course, if you can make $1 billion.
What's a race that you wouldn't date?
Sorry, not my Filipino. Kapitbahay, There's no Filipinos, I'm sorry. There's no Filipinos.
So am I like the only woman that no longer gets approached by men?
Where are the men in San Francisco? Where are they? Not for me.
What has been your biggest financial mistake?
My ex-girlfriend.
Oh, okay. In what way?
Vacations and, just dinners. Just
Okay.
didn't work out.
And this is why she's your ex-girlfriend.
This is why.
Okay. And if you could go back, what would you change?
That was a good experience. So
Yeah.
lesson learned. I don't think I'd change much.
Lesson learned. So
Yeah.
now just pay for less vacations and dinners?
Yeah. Stay single.
Stay single. Okay, that's the advice. Well, thank you very much. I
Thank
appreciate your time.
How much does a man have to make in a year in order to marry you?
$1 million.
$1 million? Why he gotta make $1 million?
Because he's gotta show me what's up.
Saying that you want to financially stable. Do you looking for certain numbers? Like
Yes.
Yes,
I'm
okay.
looking between 600,000 and 800,000. Obviously, more is good, but that's what I want to start with.
So 600 is your bare minimum, you said.
Well, maybe 500. I mean,
Okay, we went down.
the cost of living in LA is so high.
It is.
And I really love to travel.
Okay, and you want to like a man to cover for this.
If he can, yeah. Because I bring feminine qualities. I can cook. I can give good back massages. I can listen well. So I think it's only fair.
So it's worth it, yeah.
It's worth it, yeah.
Okay. Is anyone making 600,000 here watching it? Leave us in the comments, please, guys. Is that a good trade? Would you trade your salary with the back rubs and cooking and cleaning? Let us know. We want to hear.
If you're not noticing what's going on, yo, men are straight out ignoring women. Women are dressing like this, going to bars, going to the gym. Men are straight out ignoring them. Men are not approaching women at all. We see you, but we act like we don't. We're tired. Men are tired. We are tired of not being 6'5", not having 6 figures at the age of 19. We are tired of the manipulative games, free dates, games here, entertaining several different guys. Men are tired. Oh no, men have said no. Okay, ladies, y'all keep saying, oh, you would have been a better world without men. Why? If you would have been a better world without men, why don't you guys form a community together, go watch the WNBA and leave out there? Why do you guys come to the NBA? Why do you guys come over there? Why are you guys following where the men at? You don't seem to stay together for too long. You don't seem to get along together. You seem to come back to men. We are tired. We're not going to talk to you. We're not going to approach you, ladies. Dress, do this, go to bars. There's so many women out here asking, hey, look at me. I'm so cute. I'm dressed right. Ain't no man looking at me. Ain't no man talking to me. Yeah. We sick and tired of your behavior, man. We tired of this shit. We are never going to do that shit again.
The truth is, men are just done putting up with the delusion and double standards. There's a reason we don't see women with realistic expectations complaining about a lack of good men. But we constantly see entitled ones upset because a guy wouldn't spend $500 on them for a first date.
Nobody wants to speak up about this, but I guess I'll be the one to do it. There is a serious shortage of attractive, eligible, mentally stable, emotionally available men. We need to get a search party together, figure out what has happened, where have they gone, and what do we do about this? Because it's a problem.
Look, I have said this before and I will say it again. There is no shortage of good men. It is simply that you don't see the men that are good men in your life as dateable, but they're probably good friends. Like they're probably in your friend zone. And then for the good men that aren't in your life, it is because they're not looking to date. They probably spent far too long in a relationship that took advantage of their goodness. Those men are either working, they're either at home, or they're just hanging out with friends or doing some sort of hobby in seclusion. So if you really do want a good man, you better look in your friend zone or do all that you can to put out positive energy about men because they will see you and they might take a chance on you then.
When they first started promoting this event, they were targeting men and women. I also don't follow anybody that is putting on this event, but every time I open Instagram on my Reels page, I'm getting Reels from all of the event coordinators that are only targeted towards men, trying to get them to apply to this event. So now this is raising some red flags in my mind and my critical brain turns on. And I'm like, okay, if they are only promoting this towards men, that must mean they can't find men to come to this event. Then I started thinking about it and I was like, I don't know a single man, let alone a black man, because most of their audience is black, who would pay even $50 to go to a singles event, let alone speed dating and $150.
Single in relationship?
Single.
Where do you normally meet girls in London?
I don't know. They usually come up to me in the street, actually.
And would you approach a girl by first if you liked her?
No.
No?
No.
So how do you want to meet her?
She'll approach me.
So you wouldn't mind if the girl approached you?
No, I'd love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw a video the other day. A girl's like, men are afraid to come up to us. They're not afraid to come up to you. I mean, maybe some feel a little insecure, but by and large, they're just like, I don't need this aggravation today. I don't need some diva aggravation today because more often than not, what do? Nasty, like a little attitude, puckered lips. You know the puckered lip. They're tired. They're tired. They're tired of getting made fun of. They're tired of being, abused. They're tired of getting, oh, I'm a meme now. Because why? Because I looked your way for 2 seconds in the gym.
We keep hearing about the male loneliness epidemic. And ironically, we keep hearing about it mostly from women who are very adamant that they don't care anything about it, yet continue to speak on it almost constantly. Not only that, but they also mention that it's entirely men's fault that they're lonely. But I have some serious doubts about that, because from what I have been seeing, there are actually a lot of men that are perfectly happy being single, and they're not lonely at all. Granted, there are some lonely men out there, but I would also point out that there are a lot of lonely women out there too, but we're not calling that an epidemic, because most women will say that they'd rather be alone than with someone who doesn't appreciate them. And I would actually wager that the same holds true for men, that they would rather be alone than with someone who doesn't treat them properly. So, gentlemen, please, are most of you alone because no one will date you? Or are you alone because you can't find anyone suitable to be in a relationship with? I have a feeling
This so-called epidemic that supposedly only affects men is the first time many of them have ever pretended to care about a men's issue. In truth, men are just tired of the delusions and double standards. They're no longer willing to tolerate childish behavior and self-centered attitudes. Like she mentioned earlier, the only people constantly talking about this male problem are the same problematic women that men are now avoiding in large numbers.
There's so many single people who are not interested in dating. And ladies, we got these men shook because all they hear is how much money they should be spending on these dates. So look, if you got a $300 minimum that you feel like a man should be spending on a date, and a man take out 2 women in 1 week with that same mentality, that's $600 that he spent on dates with women that he don't even know that he like yet. And understand that a rich man will spend the money because he'll spend as much as necessary to get what it is that he wants from you because he got it. So our focus should be, is he a protector? Is he a provider? How does he treat his kids? How do he treat his mama? It's so many other things that we could be focused on. Now, there is a caveat. Men, if you broke, you shouldn't be dating. Let's just start there. Women, same thing. If you broke, you shouldn't be dating. Get your life together first. So if you built a lifestyle and you are able to afford a lifestyle of your own, I am not saying go get you a man and find you a man who is broke, but the focus should not be how much he can spend on dates. The focus should be everything that has to do everything with his personality and how he treats you. What y'all think about that?
Doesn't matter.
So am I like the only woman that no longer gets approached by men? No, because I had to actually sit and think about this, and I had to ask myself, when is the last time a man came up to me and wanted to get to know me or exchange numbers? And it's been a long time. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it definitely has me questioning myself. Like, am I not as attractive as I thought I am? Am I looking old? Am I intimidating? Like, what is it? So now I'm starting to realize that since men don't come up to me, I have to be the one to go up to them. And that makes me super nervous because it's like, how do I know I'm not going to get rejected if you didn't come up to me in the first place and then I make the decision to go up to you? How do I know I won't face rejection? So can I get some tips and tricks, some advice on how to approach a man that I think is cute? Because I have no idea how to. Like, I'm scared and I feel like I can only approach men if I'm drunk, which is not often.
What it is about these speed dating events, but I keep seeing these videos of women speaking. I went to a speed dating event. There was no men there. I went to a singles event. There were no men there. Respectfully, haven't y'all been coming on this internet telling men that they need to stop dating and they need to leave women alone? Didn't y'all come on this internet and say it's all men till no men? Didn't y'all come on this internet and sit up here and say, well, if me and you make the same amount, I'm technically better than you in my mind as a woman, because why as a man don't you make more money than me? Even though that man is a direct reflection of you, the only difference is y'all gender. I already know some of you be like, well, you have a victim mentality. So then what's the difference when y'all came on this internet and say social media warped the mind of people and their bodies and said it was okay that a lot of women sat up there and started getting BBLs because they noticed that some women were getting attention by lustful, thirsty men online, and they sat up there and felt less than because of their natural body? Why wasn't that woman able to think the same way you want these men to think? Because there's a psychological effect some of you psych majors should know, right? I never took psych, but I understand if I go on this app every day and told I'm nothing, even though we make the same, that's going to play into my psyche. As I said, some of us men still know how to read y'all defense. It's not that hard, but isn't it funny? My fault. I should know better. It's just not the same.
I wanted to give my take on why men aren't really showing up to the dating like events and the dating scene right now. And I feel like it's really because the return on investment on dating right now is so low. Like, men just don't see the point of going to dating events or speed dating or anything like that, because it's like, okay, I go to this event, then it's like maybe this works, but at the end of the day, I lose out on most of the financials behind this experiment. Like, I'm basically funding this experiment, and it's like maybe I get something out of it, maybe I don't. And at the end of the day, I feel like I lost the most. So the return.
I'm honestly surprised they're shocked that men aren't excited to attend a come pay all my bills event. What's even funnier is that in the videos from women who went, they're complaining about the lack of men, while also insulting the ones who actually showed up. Either they didn't get chosen, or the men didn't meet their unrealistic standards. Their refusal to see how their own behavior caused their situation perfectly explains why they're in it in the first place.
Speed dating for the first time, and I will not be going again. Do you want to know why? Here's why. Number one, the quality of women just overshone the quality of men. That's the only way I can explain it. There were so many attractive women with personalities. The men, they were like not very confident, didn't really talk a lot. The women were stealing the show. When I actually first turned up, I thought it was like a lesbian dating event because it was just so many women. So it just proves that there is a lot of women trying to date. And trust me, being in your 30s, my age, and trying to date, it's just like, yeah, feel sorry for me, basically. Feel very sorry for me. It was absolute, I just think, what am I doing? Wasting my time trying these things. But I thought if you don't try, you never know. You never know, do you? So yeah, speed dating is not for me. What are you going to send me to next?
Nah. Are you lying? I don't really show people on social media. I kind of want you to know me for me first.
So you got a girl on your social media?
Nah.
If I find that social media and I find a girl, I'm gonna find where you live next and I'm gonna flip your house.
You might find a lot of girls.
A lot of girls? It's the wrong thing to say to a Latina.
I know, but I'm honest.
You're honest?
I'll be lying to you if I told you you don't deserve. Right? I'll be lying to you.
Single by chance?
No.
And you?
Sorry.
No? Single by chance?
No, I'm not. Sorry.
No? Are you single by chance?
I'm not.
No? Do you have single friends by chance?
I'm sure I do.
Yes.
Not very many.
Single?
No, I'm married.
Oh, okay. Excuse me, are you single by chance?
No.
No? Single by chance? No? Are you single by chance? No? Do you have single friends? No? Are you single by chance?
Not.
No. Is anyone single by chance? No one is single. Are you single
No,
by
I'm
chance?
married, sorry.
Do you have any single friends?
I probably do have single friends, yeah.
Can you give them invitation for the singles party this
I will.
Friday? Are you single by chance?
No, unfortunately not.
No.
Sorry.
Do you have any single friends?
Yeah, they're actually just up here.
Can you invite them for singles party this Friday?
Can somebody explain to me why I don't get approached in public? Like, do I look mean or something? I don't know. I feel like guys will stare a hole into my from another side of the but they will not approach me. Like, men will be in my DMs and all my social medias and then even in public, they will still not approach me. And it's not because I'm ugly. Even if you don't feel like I'm pretty, you could say that, but I ain't ugly. I just don't understand why when I go out, I don't get approached by men.
So we just left the event.
So bad.
I think we were just saying that we think that we've actually hit rock bottom.
No, it was actually.
We think we've actually hit rock bottom, and I think we were either punked, catfished,
Like,
or
it felt like a sick joke. I was like, literally thinking to myself, like, why am I, like, how did I get here?
How did I get here?
Always assume this, and I, for the life of me, do not understand. Anytime my friend and I invite guys to come to our singles events, they always assume that it's going to be 80% majority men. Like, they'll be like, oh, like, I think it's going to be a sausage fest. Like, I think I speak for most guys when I say, like, we're not going to come because it's all going to be other guys. That's not the case, ever. Like, gone to multiple singles events. I'm hosting singles events now myself. In every situation, it's majority women. And they're all really cool, fun, attractive women. In New York, women here, in my personal experience, they are very willing to sign up for events. They're willing to put in effort to make connections with people, both platonic and romantic. And I have found it not to be the case for men. So I don't know where that perception's coming from. If anyone has any idea, what is that barrier? The reason that we're reaching out to these men is because it's harder to get men to sign up for these events. And yet when we ask them to sign up, they say they don't want to sign up because they think it will all be men. And it's like, no, the reason I'm reaching out to you is because there is no men. Like,
one reason they might be confused about why men don't want to attend these events is that they have little experience dating themselves. It's well known that lesbian relationships have some of the highest breakup and divorce rates, meaning even they can't tolerate the same behavior when it's directed at them. Yet somehow, they still expect men to put up with it and act surprised when men refuse to do so.
Where I looked at where all the men have gone, right? And this was in response to a question that I saw really on TikTok, where I came across this whole side of TikTok where women were basically complaining about the fact that they had a very hard time finding men to connect with, men that might actually be, you know, potential boyfriends and then eventual husbands, whatever. Like, they're just not connecting with real men. And so, you know, after having conversations and really having had the opportunity to talk with countless men, some who are married, some who are single by choice, I have to say there are a few things that I have noticed, especially now with today's dating market. One, there are men who are just checked out, completely checked out of the dating market. Different reasons for this. Some believe that they're just not really going to be getting a good deal. It's a very confusing dating dynamic. And there are men out there who are just like, I want nothing to do with it. And so there's that. You have other men who are just grabbing their passports. They're just like, they want a woman who's more traditional. They want a woman who is maybe coming from a culture from very early on. They are taught to be wives or are taught to value being a wife. They're taught to value family. And it's just harder to come across that, in America. And then you have, like I said, other guys also who feel like just engaging in a relationship with a woman today or with a modern woman is akin to chaos, and that they would prefer to go to the gym. They prefer to go to the gym, maybe play video games, work out, work. You know what I mean? They keep like a pretty small circle. And again, they've also disengaged because they're just they see relationships as connected.
If you liked this video, you're definitely going to enjoy the next one. See you there.